Today we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, attending the Commercial UAV Expo. I'm here with the Survey School Community Manager, Valeria. How are you?
Doing very well. I'm really excited for today.
You excited to be in Vegas?
I'm so excited.
All right, let's get it. All right, just got our passes.
Woo!
So let's head inside of the exhibit hall. So here we are to showcase our latest technology to Commercial UAV Expo visitors. Our main focus now, of course, drones, but we show all other solutions here. You can see the Pix40 and MLIT scanning kit as well. It's also useful for drone surveying. You can see our latest products, RS3 and RX. And also we are demonstrating with MLIT Flow, our software. So yeah.
Air's booth in UAV Expo, and what we do, we create parachutes and launching systems and recovery systems for drones. In case of an emergency or in case of an engine failure, collision in the air, you have to be able to retrieve the drone. So you need to open a parachute. In case it's a multi-rotor, it could be in a stealth position, so you have to have a parachute launcher. So this is a parachute launcher. There is a spring inside. The parachute is tucked inside, and basically as soon as it gets a PWM signal from the flight computer, it shoots it away from the drone, it inflates, and basically the drone starts to glide down in 5 meters per second kind of descent rate. Other than that, if you operate above water, for example, the FAA and all the regulatories, they mandate that you will retrieve the drone in case of an emergency to do a root cause analysis. So in this case, for example, we have something we call airbags that inflate for flotation devices. So as soon as this touches water, it basically opens up, inflates, and allows you to retrieve it and get it back, so you can kind of figure out what was the problem, and also the expensive equipment. In other applications, if you have a very heavy drone and a very expensive payload, so we have something called airbags. So this is an airbag, for example, and it inflates before it hits ground, and it allows basically the energy to be absorbed into this bag and not into the person it hit or something. So it has a blow motor, fan. And basically, when it starts descent, it looks like this. The payload is here, and when it hits the ground, it releases the energy from the export, the ports, and basically not harming the device. And this is a complex structure inside, so it's not a bag, it's not just a simple bag. And this is one of the solutions.
Hey, nice to see you, Rami. So Geonet is the world's largest RTK network. It's a uniquely created RTK network where people can set up their own base station and add it to the network, mine a token called GeoD. So it uses a blockchain incentive to create a decentralized RTK network. So basically right here, this is the standard satellite mining setup for Geonet. You set this station up on your rooftop. It goes up on the roof, connects into a multi-band triple frequency receiver. So this is GPS, Galileo, GLONASS, and Beto, all three frequencies. And then that data gets pushed back to the internet. And that's what creates the backbone of our network. And our network now is over 9,000 stations registered on the network. You can take a look here on the map, and you can see all the stations and all the RTK coverage. So this is the United States, and you can see the area where we have 10 centimeter accuracy, 2 centimeter accuracy. We can head over to Europe, and same thing. So all the stations create that super accurate RTK coverage for users in drones, surveys, agriculture, robotics, automotive, mobile phones, really any place you'd like to have high precision localization, you can get it from Geonet.
Hey guys, Britton with Virtual Surveyor. So we have a software for creating, a lot of different things, but what I want to show you real quickly today is our earthworks construction one, right? The thing that I find with most users and trying to use their drone data is that it doesn't really stop with the photogrammetry piece. That's an important component, and we have that, right? So in the last year, we put in our photogrammetry software called Terrain Creator, where you can go from your individual photos from your drone straight into that virtual model that you can actually use. But once you have that model, this is what I was saying, it doesn't stop. You may have a model, but you need actually information, analytics, all the pieces for that. So here's a good example of one that we see a lot, where this is a construction site where they're doing earthworks, and they want to know what's happened and what they need to do in the future, so that as-built to design. In the past, it could take a lot because you had to do the survey, but now it's as simple as this. You say, this is the area I'm interested in. I'm going to go here and use this tool called Cut and Fill. I'm on July 8th. I can compare this to another date. So I say, okay, look, I flew this the week afterwards. I have July 15th. Give me a cut and fill map of that. Right away, you get coloring, which are the cut and fills. You can put your mouse there and you can see, okay, at that location, they cut 1.5 feet of dirt, right? And we can change the coloring just to kind of make this, more into a report format like you would need. So if I take this, I say, okay, here's this. And maybe I don't need cuts or fills under a foot. Now we're seeing what really happened. They built up dirt here, they removed some over here. We can put up some cut and fill sections. We can do profiles, we can clean the site, and we have all that information in numbers as well. Taking your drone data from, more than just a point cloud, but actually to actionable data.
So we're gonna head over to DJI, where they've got a new drone that they've announced. This thing is massive. It's bigger than anything I've ever seen before.
So Flycart is definitely amazing. It was designed to be able to carry payloads at distance. It can carry about 80 pounds at a shorter distance of, I believe it's about 5 miles. And then it can carry around 70 pounds around 10 miles. One of the greatest things about this was the Sherpas on Everest have to carry a lot of the trash and debris down. And that's about a 10-hour trip. Extremely dangerous for them. In fact, 2014, 16 Sherpas unfortunately died in a avalanche while they were bringing that debris down. So what we were able to do when partnering with them is take that trip and reduce it down to about a 15-minute flight and carry that trash and debris at that altitude and that distance. We were only about able to carry 30 pounds, which is still a pretty significant load, and bring that down. So now it's making it a safer operation, a more efficient operation, because they can now do several of those flights a day. So it's really great to see that. And of course, there's other plans that it can be used for, remote villages to bring medicine up to them and bring supplies up to them that might take hours for that trip, and so many other uses we can see in other industries as well. Some of the other great things about this is it does have a hoist system that can pick up and deliver. And then for safety, it also has a parachute system attached. All the other redundancies that we have in some of our other enterprise aircraft are built in, so something that can carry and deliver at distance heavier payloads than what you would see at normal package delivery we have in this.
So hi, my name is Achal. I'm the Director of Business Development at Flightbase. Flightbase provides the drone autonomy platform to operate your docking stations and integrate with several applications. You just saw the entire footage of the battery swapping station with a partner from Hextronics, which does the entire solution for M350 as well as the Mavic 3 and the Anzu Raptor drone. We also support DJI Dock 2 and Dock 1, where you can operate these entire hybrid fleet of drones together for security, inspections, public safety, construction. Docks are finding multi-use case scenarios, right, where you can deploy it for a single use case and expand it to multiple things. And Flightbase provides that glue where you can put all these pieces of the puzzle together to create solutions. So that's Flightbase. You can go to the flightbase.com to learn more.
This is our Swift crane, the VTOL, capable of upwards of 2 hours of flight time. It can take off and land in about a 20-foot by 20-foot clearing. It's our own proprietary autopilot, proprietary design. We make everything in-house, and yeah, that's a Swift crane in a nutshell. And that is it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video here at Commercial UAV Expo.